Hello, everybody. This is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and today I'll also be reviewing Smokey and the Bandit Part 3, which is which stars Jerry Reed, Jackie Gleason, Mike Henry, Pat McCormick, and Paul Williams, along with Colleen Camp as Dusty Trails. Which I could pretty much say in the third, but most people consider it lackluster of the trilogy because those TV movies, a lot of them have some good parts, but those fuckers ain't canon. Where Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 was really just really the Snowman spinoff movie because they never hired the Bandit to antagonize Buford this time because in this storyline Buford's retired but he straps on the uniform one more time for some extra money to work for the big and lowly Burdett. Just drive from Miami to Texas, just haul that big fish in the back, and then of course the Burdett's, the shysters they like to they like to throw every obstacle they could at them, from the milk truck to that one truck with a painting. Yeah, I was surprised if they didn't hire those guys dressed up like a Klan to harass those black truckers because it was on the route, along with Jerry Reed's excellent performance as the fake bandit, which is great compared to that left field Burt cameo. Because in that scene, I was just like, how did the girl magically disappear? And for a movie that's a second spinoff, you never saw Wayne out from any of the kids from the first movie. Kind of like where were they at? Because he had kids all over the place in the first movie. And all of a sudden it was in the third one it was just him and Fred. And then of course he buys him a girl dog, Bass down just to keep him busy while Snowman pretends to be the bandit. We're just rolling around in that Trans Am, which I gotta say, compared to the Burt ones, for the first and second ones, I gotta say was a better looking Trans Am model compared to the first movie and the second one. But I gotta say, what really takes the cake in this one is the soundtrack from Ed Bruce's Buford T. Justice song to Lee Greenwood's Bandit Express. And I mean, that good enough song. You got to give old Lee Greenwood more credit than God Bless the USA. I mean, he did do other songs, and that's proof. Along with another song called "Hold On Dixie, Bandits on the Road Again." And even funnier scenes of like with Snowman at a biker bar. Even though it's kind of a rehash from the first movie, where he always gets in a bar fight, then of course the old scene with the hotels where Buford and Junior were on the trail of the fish after spotting the bandit's car. They get the fish back, then they in the whole cat and mouse game that Bandit and Justice usually played. Which back to my observation on how the absence of Snowman's wife and kids were in this movie, that implied that they were already long divorced because they didn't have no chemistry between Snowman and Dusty. Hell, that's pretty much one of the few platonic scenes in a movie relationships I've ever seen in the movie. Like that. And I gotta give you some of the most excellent stunts, like I already mentioned, Buford jumping and plowing through that milk truck to thwarting them plan clowns, and then of course the whole deal where they both just show up at a Joey Chitwood show. With hell, Joey Chitwood and the Chitwoods, yeah. When it comes to stuntmen, those they gotta be. To me, they're about as high regarded as Knievel's were. And even have one chase for a dirt road in a construction yard where with old county money at what in Buford, just telling Buford he's out of his jurisdiction, not care if he's Jagger Hoover and that's Machine Gun Kelly. Getting mad because he got pulled away from his Playboy. And then of course that whole hilarious scene where Big Lino is then got wound up taking a milk bath after of course leading to that truck got backfired. Then that whole scene where they're in drag at that club, or should I say hotel. Talk about how those crooks kind of got a little bit of their karma before they bounce back. Cause you could pretty much tell they obviously lost that governor's election. That Big Enos lost that election. He was planning on the second movie. And woof. But I gotta give it to the soundtrack. And that movie kind of deeply influenced my appreciation for the underrated Jon Stewart. And for once, I ain't talking about the comedian Jon Stewart. I'm talking about the musician, best known for the song Gold, who was also a member of the Kingston Trio, who had the most successful solo career out of anybody in that group. Especially with bangers in this movie with It Ain't the Gold and now in the closing credits song Ticket for the Win, which is basically fitting. Gets me goosebumps every time I watch it. Hell, even find more epic as the boat chase scene, which almost would seem a little left field. Actually, for some reason, Snowman finding the Evel Knievel paint job one. But overall, I gotta give Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 a 5 out of 5. Despite the lack of Burt, but hey, as close as you're gonna get to a Snowman spinoff. Especially now that Jerry Reed's passed on. But overall, 5 out of 5 masterpiece.